into it? I mean, there's a little extra oomph for this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of intensity that's been brought to this week in practice. Everybody's trying to make sure and hold themselves accountable, and we're trying to hold everybody accountable for this game. I feel a lot of intensity, and I feel like we're executing. We had 2 good days of practice, and it's just time to display it.
The unsportsmanlike call. What did Coach Morris say to you on the sideline when he came on?
He was upset. Told me that it was a selfish move, which it was. So he took me out and then brought me in and let me cool off. It won't happen again.
And then after the touchdown catch, he talked to you too, right?
Yeah, he told me that coming out of halftime, he told me that I owed him one, and so sure enough, I had scored, and that was the one that I owed him. So I went to go hug him and tell him and I apologize for what I did. Hope to get my team back.
So you went to him?
Yes, I went to him.
How would you kind of rate how the scout team guys have done as far as mimicking McCaffrey?
I'm not on that side, so I really can't see, but from what I hear, that they're doing a good job. We got a lot of different players that are playing that position, different players with different attributes that McCaffrey has. So from what I hear, it's doing really well.
Who are the guys that are mimicking him?
Craig Myers, Damian Alloway, Christian Pavico, Brad. Those are the people that are mimicking him. All of them have speed. Stevie Johnson, Theo Howard. So trying to all give him a look to, that he provides for Stanford.
It's like half the team.
Half the team.
Does that kind of illustrate just how good he is? Like, you can't even mimic him with 1 or 2 guys. You need like 6 dudes to try to even pretend to be like him.
Right, he's a good player, but it's not about him, it's about us. So we got to give our defense the right look for McCaffrey so we can be ready. It's, at the end of the day, it's not about him, it's for our defense.
Wide receiver, go ahead.
You just did you watch the Rose Bowl where you sit back, or do you watch him if you have a week off?
No, because he has nothing to do with me. I'm looking at their defense, so he has nothing to do with me, so it is not a factor for me.
The wide receiver group started out probably a little slow this year, dropping some balls last week. It was a good performance. What do you attribute that to? What's happening with that group? How do you think you're developing?
Preparation and practice throughout the week, confidence. I think a lot of receivers are getting their confidence and mojo back, and to play this game, you need confidence. That's a big factor in it. So I think that a lot of the receivers are getting that back.
Garver said you were the biggest nerd. That's like something you want every week, right?
Right, I want to hear that every week. I don't like dropping the ball. I refuse to let the ball drop, so I try anything I can, anything that I have to do to let that prevent that from happening.
Do you think y'all were there were some receivers that were open last week that necessarily didn't have the ball thrown to them?
We left a lot out there on the film. We left a lot of plays out there, so hopefully we can get those plays back.
How is your chemistry developing, Josh?
I think it's developed good. It's not where we want it to be, but I think it's developed over time. It's been better than last year, so that comes with time and being out there and progression and all that.
With school starting this week, do you have to, change your schedule at all or keep anything else in mind just to know that you have one extra thing on your plate?
No, school's just added, so the schedule's fuller, but that's what I signed up for, so I'm ready for it.
How important is it that you hit those explosive shots when they're there against Stanford?
Important. We got to execute, take advantage of what they give us, and once we do that, I think we'll be fine.
What kind of weaknesses have you seen from their defense on film?
Say that again?
What kind of weaknesses have you seen from their defense on film?
I'll let that play out on Saturday.
But what about you? What do you think about their defense just in general?
I think they're good. They're a good defense. They have the weaknesses, so we're going to attack their weaknesses.